Taurus. How are you? Happy Saturday. First readings relationships. See what's coming up with you and somebody else. Could be anything. Here we go. I'm going to give out characters. You see if you mesh with one. If you don't worry about it. It's not your reading. It's all good. Sometimes there's like little pieces of advice in there on like shit you're going through. Sometimes it's like straight up exactly the future. My readings aren't. I was going to say, I wanted to say crazy, and then my soul wanted to say incredible. Incredibly crazy are my readings. Okay, so what I can see out of the first three cards here, this is one person here. It seems like somebody who's been self-indulging, okay, doing some shadow work, doing some self-work. Self-indulging isn't the worst thing in the world as long as you're doing it in a healthy manner. This person's doing it in a healthy manner. So they're evolving, okay? So what's happening is that they're actually showing themselves in the world that they can move forward. Right, that they love themselves, that they treat themselves good. And you know, this brings me to a quick little whatever here of what I'm getting is, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie The Orphan. It's like kind of new, kind of old, 2000s anyways. And in the beginning, she has a miscarriage. And this woman already has 2 kids at home. She has a miscarriage on her 3rd. And then it's like this big thing. She gets super depressed and starts drinking, you know, melancholy, right? Gets manic depressant and almost kills her other daughter. So then she's like, okay, I want to foster a kid. So then she says to her husband, I want to adopt somebody because I want to give the love to them like what I would have given our dead daughter. And I've seen it a million times, but this last time I watched it, I went, why don't you just give the self-love to yourself? Like, I mean, clearly it's a movie. Sometimes I end up saying things like that, but I'm like, man, you want to just, sometimes people want to give everything away, you know, because they feel there's this void inside of them. Instead of filling the void for themselves, they fill it with something on the outside, right? They fill it with something that has to get constantly filtered and replenished, right? And instead of just focusing that self-love and that work onto themselves, right? Hidden message in there for somebody. Because this is what I feel like this person's doing. Like, instead of getting that foster kid, right? Instead of going and putting your energy into something else, even though the universe is telling you that another kid isn't necessary, the universe is trying to tell you that whatever step you're trying to push, that's not working, right? So you've evolved around it and went, okay, well, why am I doing what I'm doing? Succumb to your fucking melancholy, to your depression, to whatever it is that's pulling you down, and evolve out of it, right? Figure out a way to help yourself. So I feel like that's what this person's doing. They're evolving to the next phase, and that's why we've got boat, because something is going to end up bringing them forward, okay? This boat is going to bring them forward. This boat is going to bring what they need in, okay? So what is it that you need to come in? Okay, give me one more card. Okay, the reading's taken a little bit of a turn, which is what all of my readings end up fucking doing, I swear. The amount of good readings that come out are far and few. But what is good? Well, because it's good fucking energy, okay. Energy is energy. Okay, so this is kind of taking a turn here. So it seems like somebody is being brought to, I just heard justice. I don't really know what that means. Okay, so now I'm getting this scenario that you could have been married, okay, or in some type of commitment with somebody, and you walked away from them, so then you could gain a new perspective, work on yourself, do your shadow work, find out the things that scare you, why you're afraid of the dark, things like that, okay? And it could have been, or you're deciding that the best thing to do right now is to walk away from a spouse, is to walk away from a commitment, right? Because if you're trying to deliver yourself to where you need to go, then if there are people in your life that are not going to allow you to reach that goal, or not going to allow you to branch out and heal yourself, then you have to walk away from them. Right? But in this sense, I feel like you get stabbed in the back. I feel like a commitment stabs you in the back because you're progressing so much that the people that are with you or whoever's with you can't progress the way you are. You're going on a different road where it's like the beaten path. It's where people choose usually not to go because it's the harder road, right? And it's like you're about to sabotage, or somebody is about to sabotage this relationship. Okay? And they want it, it's almost like they want it gone because they feel like if they stay with this person, these two people are very alike. So if they stay with them and they're trying to branch and they're trying to break free and to get a new perspective, they're not going to be able to do that if they're with somebody who's the exact same as their old self. Because that old self person won't motivate to move forward, right? So I feel like it's a persistent of trying to work on moving yourself forward and evolving and healing really awful trauma. And let me tell you, I just watched the movie Split last night. It's one of M. Night Shyamalan's movies, and like, childhood trauma and what we go through as children, if it's traumatic, we build different personalities inside of ourselves to defend and protect our light, which is us, right? So if you've had multiple events where somebody else has come out of you, okay, especially if like you drank, right? And like people saw other people come out of you like monsters, crying fits, being so happy you're going to piss your pants. Like that's stemmed from childhood trauma of protecting yourself, right? Because you don't know who's going to attack you next. So you make up these personalities. It's not bipolar, but it can turn into bipolar if you don't get a hold of it. It's a defense mechanism. It's a survival mechanism that people use to keep themselves locked off from outside society, because what outside society has done to them is basically ruin them, tried to kill them, put them in a really bad place, right? So I feel like if you're trying to heal inner child and grow, okay, by doing all of the shadow work, then hanging on to somebody that is the exact same as your old self will not allow you to progress forward, because they're going to see things in you and they're going to notice things in you and they're not going to like it because it's going to be foreign to them because they haven't seen the light themselves. So, and I feel like you guys right now are mirroring each other, right? Your wounds are the same. Your past is nearly the same. So everything that you do together is basically the same. And it's again, another defense mechanism is to be hiding with somebody and to be with somebody that is just like you, because then you're not alone, right? I think that's all we're going to do with this reading. I think eventually when I do extended readings on like Vimeo or OnlyFans or something like that, I'll get into like signs and more of the trauma that obviously happens with people. But until I move to that next phase, they're just going to kind of be snippets of readings, which snippets help. It's just recently got really dark outside, so kind of want to make sure you guys can still see me, which you can. Okay. Now let's talk about money. Show me the money. Okay, Taurus. What is coming up for you? Ooh, bottom of the deck, Father of Cups. I cut the deck. And the Father of Cups was just sitting there. So he clearly wanted to come out. Oh my gosh, look. Father of Pentacles. Father of Cups. Father of Pentacles. Okay. A lot of masculine energy. Then we got, ooh, the Two of Cups. Then we got Four of Pentacles. Ooh, Eight of Pentacles. And then the Sun. Then we got the Two of Wands with the Father of Cups. What do we got with the Father of Pentacles? Ooh, we got the Page of Pentacles with the Father of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles in here. And Two of Cups. Ooh, we got Death. And then Four of Pentacles. What do we got? Okay. Four of Wands. The Four of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Three of Cups. And then Two of Swords with the Sun. Okay. We'll go on the bottom. Ooh, oh my gosh, look at another Father of Cups. We got the Cheetah, which is another Sun. Seven of Wands, Hangman. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. There's the Mother of Cups. Okay, so now we've got a couple. Seven of Wands, Hangman, Wheel of Fortune, Mother of Cups. So something is definitely evolving, okay? And I got the evolving out of death. Okay, it's a transition, right? Going from alive to disintegrating away. Okay, so we've got the Father, we've got two King of Cups, okay, with this Two of Wands, okay? Two King of Cups, two King of Wands. Actually, you know what that tells me? Is I feel like two men are finding direction. And I kind of got that with the Father of Cups and the Father of Pentacles. I was like, damn, that's two men, like, coming in right away, okay? Somebody that's emotional and somebody that's working, okay? So we've got the Seven of Wands, okay, with the Earthworm, which is the Page of Pentacles, with the King of Pentacles. So I feel like a new way of making money is coming in. I feel like this Page of Pentacles could be a boss, okay? And the universe is saying, stand out from the rest, okay? Be bigger than the crowd, right? Know where you want to go. So if you've got like interviews coming up or something, they're saying be the one that stands out in the crowd, okay? Because the masculine energy that you're going to be meeting is kind of like a family man, right? I feel like this boss coming up is a family man. And I feel like two people are finding their direction, okay? not through the same person, but this is going to reach, I don't know, 30 people, maybe at the max if I'm lucky, right? So it'll reside with maybe, you know, a certain percentage of them, right? And men, actually, this channel is taken up by like 80% men. So it doesn't surprise me that it's all masculine energy. Minus this Mother of Cups. So, now we've got the Hangman with Death and the Two of Cups. So I think what they're saying, I think what this is saying is to hang in there, okay? You might also, this actually came up in another reading that I did the other day. You might also find your boss attractive and want to date them, okay? And the thing is to hold on, okay? Don't transition to dating right away. It's like because they, like with the Two of Cups, there's love there, okay? So if you're feeling it with a boss, it's most likely, sorry, that means it's true if I sneeze. It's most likely reciprocal, okay? You feel the same way about each other. So now I've got the Wheel of Fortune with the Four of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. So this money, okay, this job might evolve to somebody marrying their boss, okay, or marrying somebody that, oh, my sister's going to work, heard the door. Or marrying somebody that you work with, okay? It's like the world is like, just wait. Hang in the I like you energy, okay? Until you transition. And I almost want to say get higher up the ladder. Like for instance, my sister worked at McDonald's for like 3 weeks, and by the first week they were like, okay, so we need to figure out how to make you a manager like ASAP. Okay, so it could be something like that. It could be you go into a role as full-time, and then this boss likes you so much that they can see where you're headed before you're even there. So they already know what to do with you in the interview, in the meeting, I wanted to say, right? Because an interview is a meeting. You meet somebody, you see if it matches, you fucking leave, okay? Dating, work, anything. You got to see if you can mesh with people. That's why it's like, if you walk up to a meeting, okay, and you see this smoking hot fucking boss that you're about to walk up to, and you're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, just keep it cool. Because guaranteed they probably find you attractive too. So keep it cool. No, pick your direction. Be firm about it, right? And then you'll get it. It's almost like you're going to get it, okay? Because the reason why I say that is because we got the Eight of Pentacles with the Three of Cups and then the Mother of Cups. So I feel like once the web is built, okay, and this friendship evolves between you and this person, because it is going to be a friendship. That's how it works out. You guys are going to get along right away. So why not say you're friends right away, right? Like boss, I mean, I loved when I could be friends with my bosses. I really did. I liked when there was a professional boundary that they didn't cross. And I liked that I could chill with them, but I liked that they could be fucking super professional, right? And like, for the most part, they didn't come drink with us. They didn't come party with us, but they'd sit and have a beer or have a smoke. This one manager I used to have, oh my God, this place I was at forever. I was there for like 7 years. I ended up being like the head bartender by the end of it. And we had this manager, Big Daddy, and one year he loved us so much. There was like a tight group of like 10 of us that opened the restaurant from day one. And he came in a couple weeks after we had opened it. Like, we were a couple years in now, right? So we had a tight crew, especially the crew that stayed from day one, which was me and Big Daddy for one. We would sit out on our patio after everybody left, and like we'd close by like, 12 o'clock, I think. And we would sit out there till like 3 or 4 in the morning, and Big Daddy would spend his entire fucking bonus on getting us drunk. Just sitting out on the patio shooting shit till 3 or 4 in the morning, until till the light was coming up, and we'd be like, oh my God, I gotta be back to work in like 4 hours. And he knew, like he just knew how to keep his staff happy. He knew what to do in situations, and that's the kind of person that I feel like you're going to meet is somebody who knows what it's like to be on the bottom of the fucking barrel. And even though they're on the top, they're only at the top because of their age and their performance. And fuck, you can't be on the bottom forever. Eventually someone's going to move you up, right? Those are the people, I swear to God, that make the best company, that make the best bosses, that know that there's that professional level, but still treat their staff so fucking good. Like, I've been in some serious places where, like, the staff treatment is just nothing. Like, serving now, a lot of restaurants, and you may not know this because if you've never been a waitress or a server or a bartender, you wouldn't know, but managers, we actually have to tip out our managers now. If the restaurant has gone to that level because they can't pay their managers properly, they're actually removing it from the fucking waiters and waitresses' tips. Isn't that crazy? Like, my tip out used to be like 6%, and now tip out has gone to like 10, 11%. So you might think you're giving your waitress $10 as a tip, but fucking $3 or $4 of that is going to the house, to the manager, and to the bartender. Okay, like, serving is not the way that it is anymore, as like what it used to be. It's like things have evolved, okay? Obviously, things have evolved. But just please know, if you go out and eat, you tip fucking 20%. Like, even if you feel like she's not the best, do you know what that tip gets broken down to? It's not like the waitresses and waiters walk out with all their tips anymore. And like, if you're kind of wondering, you know, if you go to this spot and you're like, okay, I'm going to ask your waitress or your waiter or the bartender, like, be like, yo, how much is tip out? Because how much are you tipping out to this restaurant? Like, even if you give them cash, like, my sister thought, you know, well, if she tips cash, then they won't claim it. It doesn't matter. Cash or no cash, it still all goes to that fucking tip out. Okay? Waiters and waitresses, they can't hide money anymore. It's impossible because it's in the numbers on the receipt. So managers are taking a cut of that shit now, right? So that's how much this has evolved. And like, to be honest, I feel like, I don't know why I never know why I go on the rants that I do. Obviously they're for somebody, but like, look at the energy that's at the end. Okay, I can't stop looking at these colors because this is the same artist in both decks, but those are all the same colors. It's hard to see because I have to use a red fucking light bulb because, my white light bulb smashed and my eyes are really, really sensitive. So I have to kind of like live in like a darker atmosphere. So anyways, this is all fucking red. So with the cheetah, okay, the cheetah's the sun, it's double sun on the Two of Swords. So we've got the Two of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Two of Swords. Okay, that's how much energy is coming in. Okay, it's almost like two of everything, but you have to pick one. You can't pick both. Okay, so when the sun comes out, okay, and you get light to this situation, I really feel like you might get scared. Like, you might get tarantula on your face scared, okay? And that means that it is right. It means that it's valid. It means that what you're experiencing is scaring you because it's so real that you need a chance to just absorb it as you go. That's why I try to say, do not rush through things. Rushing through things is a lack of confidence to get to the end because you feel like you won't get there, right? Or it's a lazy factor. You just want to go get to the end so you don't have to work on it anymore, right? This is something that the more you work on it and the more you hang in with it, the more the sun is going to come out, the more that this boss is going to realize you're capable of. And then boom, like it's like you fall in love. And I don't know what you're falling in love with. I don't know if you're falling in love with the work or if you're falling in love with somebody that you're going to be working with, but there is transition and there's evolving. There's the evolution after transition. So quite frankly, stand apart from the crowd. Light up yourself so then people can see you. The right people can see you for the right position. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Peace out, Taurus.